Hi everyone, and welcome to another one of my purchases, trades and finds videos. In this video I'm just going to go through some of the coins I've recently bought. I've got no trades for this video. I don't really do trades anymore, and I haven't found any nice coins in my change recently, so it's just going to be purchases this time. Yeah, I've got a good mix of coins for this video. I have some world coins as well as, of course, some lovely 2025 €2 coins. Anyway, I think we'll start with the world coins first and leave the euro coins till the end. Okay, first up we are going to the UK, to some British coins I bought. I recently took a trip over to Liverpool for a few days. Only a 30-minute flight from Dublin. It was cheap, so I thought, why not head to the UK and Liverpool. I've never been before. So I went to visit a coin shop while I was there because I thought, why not? So I picked up a few items, as you can see here. But the first one up is one of a 50p commemorative coin from the time when the 50p's were slightly larger in the 1990s. So obviously these are no longer in circulation, so you won't come across this coin in your change in the UK anymore. The 50p's are smaller now. But this particular commemorative coin celebrates or marks the 1994 50th anniversary of the D-Day landings. So obviously very important occasion in World War II, and yeah, I guess you could kind of tie that into the Euro and European history, because there has been a few Euro commemoratives celebrating the D-Day landings as well and the end of World War II. But yeah, lovely design actually, yeah, with the planes and the boats going across the English Channel. Yeah, beautiful design. Okay, and these final two coins here that I got in the UK are two 50p commemorative coins for the 2012 London Olympics. So the UK released a load of 50p commemorative coins celebrating different sports for the Olympic Games when they were held in London. So I've got two examples here. So this one is probably beach volleyball, I think. Again, I kind of picked the designs when I was in the shop, the ones I liked the most. So I kind of liked this one, the beach volleyball, and this second one here is for sailing, probably Olympic sailing. Again, really cool. I think you've got an image of the coast and the map of the ocean, the sea, and then of course the sailing boats to use in the Olympic Games. So yeah, just like the Paris 2024 Olympics with London, it was great to be able to watch the Olympic Games kind of in the same time zone. Well, with the UK, it was in the same time zone as Ireland, so it was nice to be able to watch the games as they were happening. Unlike when they're held in other parts of the world. But yeah, just a few small additions to my collection of UK coins there. Right, let's see, we'll move on to, let's go to Canada. So in the last video I showed some of the purchases of Canadian coins I made recently. With that, in the previous video, it was just more of the regular coins that have the portrait of King Charles, and they're from the past few years. But now I've got to show you some of the nice commemorative coins I've bought recently from Canada. And the great thing about Canadian commemorative coins is that they add a little bit of colour, which is great. So this first one here is from 2024 to celebrate the centenary of the Royal Canadian Air Force. So the plane here you can see is a Model HCC-130 Hercules. I did have to look that up. I'm not like an aviation buff. But yeah, and really cool, on the side you can see other aircraft used by the Royal Canadian Air Force during their 100 years. So this plane here in the middle, the Hercules, is one of their kind of more iconic, always been part of the Air Force for about like 60 years. So yeah, rather cool, lovely blue colour there. And then on the back we have the portrait of King Charles the Third. Cool, so yeah, that is one of them. Let's see, next up we'll go to this one here. This one here, let's see where, there it is. The Inuit Nunavut, which is like the Inuit homeland, the Inuit like treaty lands, the lands that have been reserved for the First Nations of Canada. So yeah, I think this design features the work of 4 Inuit artists from the 4 main kind of Inuit homelands. I'd say probably those symbols there along the side are probably for each of the homelands. But as you can see, very aquatic theme with different animals. So I think I see a narwhal, seals, walrus, whales of some description as well. Again, really cool. The work of 4 artists, as I said, from the 4 different areas. And then on the back we have King Charles again. Okay, where we go next? We go to the $1 commemorative coin I have here, or the loonie. So this one here, let's see if we get the coin the right way around. This commemorates the 150th anniversary of the birth of L.M. Montgomery, the author who wrote Anne of Green Gables. Probably one of the best known Canadian works of literature. And it was like a TV series over there in Canada. I do remember it because I did live in Canada for a while. And I think it's one of the main things Prince Edward Island, one of the provinces, is known for, along with potatoes. So yeah, again, I think you probably see the fields of potatoes there in the background there in the colour image. But yeah. Of course, L.M. Montgomery, a woman. I'm not quite sure what her first names are. But yeah, there we go, King Charles again. It's not blurry. Cool. Okay, and then the final Canadian commemorative coin I have for today is one to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the birth of Jean-Paul Riopel. He was an artist from Quebec, one of the French-speaking provinces of Canada. Well, the French-speaking province of Canada. I can't talk. The French-speaking province of Canada. So I think the artwork here is from Le Hommage à Rosa Luxembourg. I assume Rosa Luxembourg is a name and it's nothing to do with the country of Luxembourg. But yeah, I think this was his kind of style of art, kind of a little bit surreal and different colours. I think that was his kind of main style. Yeah, and let's see, this time we have Queen Elizabeth on the back. I think the design must have been before King Charles's was decided, his portrait, but there we go. But yeah, that's it for the Canadian coins this time, for this video, and probably for a while. I'll probably buy more when there's more commemorative coins being released and just buy them all at once. But yeah, do love the Canadian coins for that bit of colour. I wish it was something that the Euro coins had, commemoratives in circulation with a little bit of colour. It would be pretty cool. Right, next we're going to stick with North America, and just like the previous purchases, trades and finds videos, I've been buying some of the State Quarter coins just to get that really cool collection of coins done. So let's see, we'll go through what each of the provinces have got, or not provinces, states, mixing up with Canada there. So first up we have the state of Washington. Then they've gone for more natural imagery there. See, they joined the Union 1889. Again, on the West Coast, it probably took them a bit longer. Let's see, Maine, on the East Coast, they joined the Union 1820. Again, kind of a mix of natural and man-made lighthouse boat on the coast. Where are we going next? Florida. Gateway to Discovery, 1845. The space shuttle, and then probably one of the Spanish ships that first arrived in Florida, or what is Florida. Alaska, gone pretty cool with pretty well grizzly bear, is it? 1959, but I think that's the latest. the latest along with Hawaii. Let's see, Minnesota, 1858. Land of 10,000 lakes, and I guess here's one of them with a duck and some fishermen. Where is this? Oh, nice. Puerto Rico, going to the Caribbean. Kind of really different to Minnesota there. Again, this is one of their territories, US territories, but might be the next US state. I think they're trying to make that happen. Then finally we go to Arizona. Got the Grand Canyon State. 1912. But yeah, that's it. That's all the US quarters I got for the moment. Of course, there is about 50 plus of them to get. And then, of course, the national parks. So, yeah, I'll have to get one of those special books with the map of the US. And you can stick the coins in each state. So, yeah, I think that's going to be one of the next purchases I make. But yeah, looking forward to adding more to my collection of US coins. Despite all the political trouble they're giving Europe at the minute. But anyway, can't help that. Okay, so that is it for all the world coins for this video. So now let's get on to the good stuff, the actual euro coins. So I've got plenty of new 2025 €2 coins to show you. So yeah, let's get into this. So first up, we're going to Spain and their edition for this year. The next one in their series of coins for the UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Spain. That big long list that they have for Spain, it's going to be quite a collection when it's all done. I think in the 2050s, I think is when they'll be managed to finish that if they keep going. But anyway, this year's coin is for the old city of Salamanca, which is in western Spain. So it was made, the old city of Salamanca was declared a World Heritage Site in 1988 by UNESCO. And yeah, again, like your typical Spanish city, just full of beautiful architecture, particularly the two cathedrals, which are located in the city. But that is not what the building is depicted on the coin. This is the church and convent of San Esteban. So yeah, really nice coin, just your standard, I guess, UNESCO coin from Spain, just with the image of a building. Apart from the odd occasion where it has been a natural landmark, which hasn't been many so far. But yeah, it does the job anyway. It's nice to have a commemorative coin anyway from Spain. You're always guaranteed at least one per year. And yeah, I've nothing else to say for it. You know, good enough coin. Okay, next up is Slovakia. Again, we're always guaranteed a commemorative coin from Slovakia, which is also good. So this particular one here commemorates the 100th anniversary of the 1925 European Ice Hockey Championship. It was the first international sporting competition held on Slovak lands, or lands that are now the country of Slovakia. So that nearly didn't happen, because the 1925 championship was originally going to be held in Prague, in what is now the Czech Republic. But there wasn't enough snow, or the temperatures were too high in Prague. So they have to move the championship, to the high Tatras Mountains, which are in Slovakia. So yeah, the country of Czechoslovakia, as it was back then, actually ended up winning the championship as well as hosting it. So yeah, Slovakia could have nearly not had this coin if the weather was different back in 1925. So again, you just see just an image of a generic ice hockey player, and I guess the high Tatras there in the background. So yeah. I don't know if Slovakia was a little bit pushing it, but with the team for this coin, you know, first international sporting competition they've held, when technically it wasn't Slovakia back then, but Czechoslovakia. But no, at least it's a commemorative coin, and at least Slovakia do release one per year. Given to that, they mark their history and country pretty well. Okay, let's see. Next up, we are going to France. As you can see, one of their coin card releases for this year. And this one is for the Louvre. God, can I even say this? The Louvre. Yeah, that's it. The Louvre Museum in Paris. Again, with these coins from France, there is 5 different types. If you really want to spend all your money collecting each single coin card. And then something that they're calling reverse proof, which I don't quite understand. So yeah, they're really going for the money grabbing in France. But anyway, in a technicality, this actually marks the 200th anniversary of the death of Vivant Denon, who was the first director of the Louvre Museum, appointed by Napoleon Bonaparte. Now, maybe a bit of a lot of the Louvre, there we go again, a lot of the collection in the Louvre is got a bit of dubious origins, because Napoleon, of course, was involved in campaigns in Egypt, so maybe a few Egyptian items made their way back there, but also in Italy as well, and other parts of Europe. So Vivant Denon would have been handling maybe some items from those countries that were taken during Napoleon's exploits there. But anyway, it is what it is. So yeah. But yeah, at least it's commemorating something anyway. I don't agree with France's thing of 5 different coin cards trying to get money out of collectors. But yeah, actually, I'll have a look at the back. I haven't. So as you can see, 75,000 of these. I've got number 7,140. Yeah, so kind of low enough. But yeah, never actually been to the Louvre. I've never actually been to France yet, weirdly. So yeah, maybe one day I'll make it there. Okay, next up we're going to Finland, another coin card. This one commemorates, it's a bit generic, but it's state visits from Finland, diplomacy and foreign policy. So that's the official title of the coin, which you can see there in Finnish and Swedish, I believe. Again, the design with Finland is always abstract. So apparently it's meant to represent like an open door. So I guess like an open door to visits and diplomacy. Okay. Now, Finland have gone odd these past few years, really out there with the designs, really questionable. So when I first saw this, it was like, oh god, Finland, what are you doing? But then I seen the design for the second 2025 commemorative coin from €2, and then I was like, oh yeah, Finland have definitely lost it with 2 pairs of legs. You'll know what I mean when you see the coin later this year. But yeah, I don't know what to think anymore with Finland and their designs. They used to be a favourite of mine, and I think they've just gone way too mad and Finnish. I guess from a country that did release Karja and Cha 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 on Europe in Eurovision a few years ago, maybe this was coming. Maybe Finland have gone a bit a bit rogue. Yeah. Anyway, it's a coin. It's not going to be one of my favorites of the year, but whatever. Right. Next we go to a country that has always had a bit of a questionable opinion with me, and that is of course Luxembourg, but I think they are slightly improving in the next few years. So first up we have of course the traditional appearance of Grand Duke Henry on the coins. This coin here marks his 25th anniversary of being the Grand Duke of Luxembourg. I think his father resigned, was it Duke Jean? Resigned or abdicated, so Henry become the Grand Duke. And I think Grand Duke Henry himself is abdicating from the Grand Duchy this year as well. So his son, is it Guillaume, will become the new Grand Duke. So again, I guess this is kind of celebrating both the event, the anniversary of his succession, and also his kind of reign as Grand Duke in one. But yeah, again, you got the portrait of Grand Duke Henry is always in front of the Grand Ducal Palace, which I think is in Luxembourg City itself. But yeah, it's alright coin, just the standard from Luxembourg, don't have very high expectations from Luxembourg, but yeah, it's alright. Now, the second coin from Luxembourg this year is an improvement, at least, because it's celebrating something all of us in Europe can celebrate. So this is the 75th anniversary of the Schuman Declaration. So Robert Schuman was a French foreign minister who kind of came up with the concept of the European coal and steel community in the 1950s. This was the predecessor of the EEC and the predecessor of the EU. So he's kind of seen as like the creator of the European Union that we know it today, or it's because of him and his idea that it happened. So for that, he's kind of known as the father of Europe. Now, I can't figure out if there's a particular connection with Luxembourg. I know maybe Luxembourg was maybe one of the original members of the EEC, but I thought maybe it was signed in Luxembourg, the actual declaration, but I don't think so. I think Luxembourg is more commemorating being one of the original 6 in the EEC, which was created because of Robert Schuman. But yeah, a nice design. You got the quill, and I think the 6 stars there represent the 6 original members of the EEC. And actually, the leaves of the quill are actually turning into doves or birds, which is actually kind of cool. So yeah, really nice design from Luxembourg. They are capable of it. They just need to do it more often. And just in case of having Grand Duke Henry, this time they put his monogram on it, so that kind of counts. But yeah, nice coin from Luxembourg. I'll give them that. Okay, next we are going to Malta, which had a little bit of a checkered opinion with me a few years ago and some of their nonsense coins they were releasing, but they have improved quite a lot in the past few years, actually commemorating proper Maltese stuff. So first up it's the second coin in their kind of celebrating their natural fauna and flora. So this coin is dedicated to the Maltese ox, which is kind of like an endangered breed of ox or cow in Malta. I think actually the last purebred example of a Maltese ox died in the 2000s, so they are kind of being mixed with other breeds, so they're not kind of genetically pure. But I think there's a lot of kind of work going on to kind of at least put up their numbers. They are quite endangered. And of course, this coin it is meant to be in a coin card, but I bought an example that's out of a coin card because it was slightly cheaper. And I do kind of prefer coins that don't come in coin cards. They feel more like real money, real €2 coins compared to ones in coin cards, because if I really wanted to, I could actually easily spend this as money and release it into circulation. So it just feels more real having a coin that's not in a coin card, if you get me. But yeah, nice design. Of course, last year we had one for the Maltese bee. Okay, and then the second one is another one of their series celebrating their kind of walled cities, historic cities throughout Malta. So this one is for Medina. I want to guess how it's pronounced, and I think Medina kind of comes from the Arabic or Maltese for like city, simply. So Medina used to be the like an historic capital of Malta. Of course, today it is Valletta, but at one stage in the past, Medina was the capital. And apparently it's a very small city. I think only 250 people actually live within the walls of the city. So yeah, it's a nice coin. It's a nice series. Like, it's great that that Malta is celebrating its cities, which Medina is one of them, of course. But yeah, and just like the Maltese ox coin, this is meant to come in a coin card, but I bought the non-coin card version for a cheaper price, and for the same reasons of why I like coins that are not in coin cards. So yeah, that is Malta's 2 coins for 2025 there. God, the camera's struggling a bit, it's a bit blurry. Right, finally for this video, we're going to go to Malta's neighbours, Italy. So their first coin for this year is to mark the 2025 Jubilee year. Now, Jubilee year is a big thing in the Catholic Church. It happens every 25 years, and it's kind of like a special year for forgiveness, debts, that kind of stuff, like generally Catholically kind of stuff, you know. I should know, I was raised Catholic, I should know that better. But yeah, and the design here is the Jubilee door at St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. This door is opened only once every 25 years during the Jubilee year as well. And then the design along the edges are fishes, which is a symbol of Christianity. Okay, so yeah, it's a nice enough design. You know, it does the job. I think it's kind of cool. And weird for Italy to go to something so, like, church related and Catholic. Not really separating church and state there, but yeah, anyway. Okay, and finally, for this video, I think we're saving the best to last. I think this could be my favorite coin of the year. It is, of course, the coin to mark the end of the world tour of the Amerigo Vespucci training ship. Isn't it? Just a brilliant design there with this impressive tall ship on it. Looks like it's about to sail out of the coin. So yeah, the Amerigo Vespucci, probably named after one of the sailors, was it, that was with Christopher Columbus on the voyage to North America. I think, wasn't he the guy who first spotted the land, and hence why America might be named America. But yeah, obviously the ship's named after him. From what I can tell, the ship was ordered to be constructed by the Italian Navy in 1925, so I guess this would be the kind of centenary of that order been made, but the ship wasn't actually built until 1931. It's 100 meters long and 54 meters tall and weighs 3,410 tons. So yeah, it's a biggie. But yeah, I think a few navies around the world have training ships. I think Ireland did have kind of like a ship like this for training, but obviously the Italian version is probably a lot more impressive than the Irish one is. But no, it's a really beautiful design there. I think Italy had been struggling a bit, in my opinion, for a few years with their €2 commemorative coins, but I think they've really come back strong with this one. Just a beautiful design. Like I said, it's like the ship's going to just sail out of the coin. So yeah, really impressive, Italy. Yeah, just absolutely stunning, I think. But yeah, that's it. Well done, Italy. Okay, so that is everything that I have to show you for this particular video. Sure, let me know what you think in the comments. What was your favorite coin from today? Have you got any particular nice coins yourself recently? Obviously let me know which of the designs here you like the most and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, as always, keep an eye out for more of my purchases, trades and finds videos in the future for the rest of the year, and obviously my coin hunt videos as well. So yeah, until then, I guess, thank you for watching.